Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to the Settlers New Allies. Now, this game received a lot of hate when it came out a year ago, and I've also covered it on my channel to some extent, but I also gave up at some point. It has received numerous updates since then. It is probably one of the most beautiful strategy games out there right now. However, the gameplay mechanics are still a bit lacking. We are still going to have a look at it again this time around and just see how it plays at the moment. We're not going to continue with the campaign that we left off last time, so we are rather going with an endless mode, more or less. We have a new mode available here, which is called the hardcore mode, and that is something I would like to try out. Challenge yourself while being all alone or with friends in this hardcore environment. So it's a bit of a higher difficulty. We get extra rewards from it, and we just basically land on a random map, play against opponents, defend ourselves, and build up a big settlement. So this is basically the goal here of this Let's Play. And without further ado, I think we should just go into this one. I also want to thank all my Patreon supporters that continue to support me. And if you're interested in purchasing the Settlers, have a look at the link in the video description for Games Planet Key to get a special discount on this game and support the channel on top of that. Without further ado though, let's jump into the Settlers New Allies once more in 2024.
Challenge.
So this is it, the hardcore mode. We are playing as the Jorn, so this is one of the three factions.
2, 1.
And there's kind of like a countdown running down. Not that there's then anything here, right? We have one goal only, and that is conquer the island that we have right in front of us. And this island has a lot of interesting points, right? So, for example, over here we have a tower where we could send some tools over to get a reward out of that. We also have more gates over here. So we ourselves here, when we're looking around, we're actually surrounded by 2 gates that we can't pass through at the moment. So we would need to deliver 40 fish here. And on the other side for this gate, we also need to deliver 40 fish if we want to open that gate. However, what I can see is that in the middle it's open for us, but there is a bandit camp down here, a scavengers camp also with bandits around it. We also get a special reward out of this. So there's probably enemy forces here that would come into my village there at some point later. So lots of interesting points that we have right now, and in the middle of all it's our little settlement here that we have together with some engineers. The engineers I would actually like to send out in this area to start expanding my territory already, and we continue with the first buildings then, really, which is going to be, yeah, of course, how could it be any different, a logging camp that we can have. So something over here, right, that needs a road connection. Every building in this game needs to have a road connection, and we're just going to start with this very first one, logging camp. There's lots of palm trees over here, super close to my warehouse there, really, that we can have. I'm going to continue with a road all around the main warehouse. This is also something you need to do if you want to continue with your expansion then. And then we just will have, yeah, probably, let's just see, a road to the ocean, right? Why not? Over here somewhere, because this is also then where we're going to have the fisheries that we need. As we've seen, we need a lot of fisheries, so this is something we definitely want to provide as well. And for that, let's have a look at it. The fisherman's hut, there it is. And we have some fish deposits over there, and over there. And let's just use all 3 of them right away. There is no downside really to using that much of it, right? Because workforce is something we actually have plenty of right now. The game is beautiful, right? It's oozing beauty. The art style, I love it. Also, the building is very detailed. So these are all very positive aspects of this game. And they're all running over there now. There's also the building materials already coming in, the planks and the stone. And as you can see, we're already starting the construction here. And that's the job of the engineers, right? So we have the normal settlers. These guys are basically just transporting goods and turning into a profession once buildings have been finished. And then we have the engineers that are doing the road construction, building construction, claiming of territory, and also serving new mineral deposits that we're going to need. Very good. Fisherman hut is working now. And yeah, as you can see, those settlers are turning into fishers now. All 3 of them are finished. What we see over here is some stone deposits. So we can use this right away for a quarry, where we're going to then just cut down any kind of stone. Let's actually have this one over here. So do have a bit more space to that warehouse here that we have for that next construction. The logging camp, in the meantime, is also now starting its work, right? chopping down the palm trees, and this is then more building space that we have essentially, right? So we also need to look out for any kind of district building, of course, where we want to have stuff. This gate will need a road connection at some point, so we rather just could do this now, and let's actually use the tiles here that we have to make it easier for us to build stuff then. What we're going to need is also a processing building for the logs, because logs yourself you cannot just use. You need actually planks then for that, and for this we need a sawmill. So that would be my next construction. And it would be a good idea, of course, to have this rather close to the logging camp. So let's just have this one here somewhere as well as my next construction then.
What did I want to pick up again?
Meanwhile, my engineers, yeah, they continue with claiming more territory for me here, where we can then also construct more buildings, of course. And we also have 13, 14 fish coming in. So what I can do as well is now, let's just have a look, taking us those two engineers that are rather idle, and I can now just say deliver the goods, right? And they're now going to take the fish and deliver it to the gate. And once this gate has the 40 fish, we can unlock it, because beyond that we have then this very interesting tower over there, and also, yeah, there it is, mining areas that we can use for mining. And that is also very important, because we need to get weapon production up and running for an army, of course. There's no mining area here in my initial starting area. So we need around 80 fish, right, for these two gates. That's a lot. On top of that, I would also like to use fish to boost my basic production. That is the quarry here. We can use fish that is being delivered now, and that fish basically doubles the output of stone. I'm going to do the same thing for the logging camp. I'm going to do the same thing for the sawmill now that is coming along. And as it happens, we're under attack already. Oh, let's move my engineers away. How is this possible? So I wouldn't know under what condition I could have an army ready at this point. I think this might be scripted. Or we are actually already dying. Could be the case. Okay, they're destroying something here, destroying something here. Where's my engineers? Do we still have engineers left? Or are all the engineers slaughtered? Yes, this is also the game for you, and it seems like we did something majorly wrong, or it's a script. I don't think so. I don't think this is scripted. I think we just lost already. So we added again. I just had to restart, and I'm not going to cut it out because this is all part of the hardcore experience, I guess. I'm going to build a road over here, and for this area we are preparing right now the surplus of planks and stone that we have to build ourselves, yeah, a tower, right? So we can build one tower now. There you go. And I'm also going to build me a bastion tower. This one actually is healing towers in its range. So I'm going to build me a heal tower over here. And we can still build another tower that I would like to do as well over here. So we have then 2 towers plus the bastion tower in the center. Right, let's actually have it here. And the bastion to heal them. And we'll just see if this makes any difference, right? I mean, I have no idea, honestly. We'll just see. Of course, also we should not forget to build a sawmill here. So we're still in the very early game. I actually just started at the very first second to build this time around. And I'm going to build me some towers, because now we know that there's an attack coming in. A very unfair attack. So we'll just see if 2 towers make a difference here. There's the bastion tower coming along. At least resources are getting transported there rather quickly. There was a lot of resources, right? So 10 planks here, 5 stone, and this one's finished. This one has a special attack. That's the autocast, so we can actually disable it for now. I like to put it on myself, because the game usually triggers it immediately when there's just one person running in, which would not be worth it, right? This is a really powerful ability that lets you just shoot straight down the road. And then we have here the autocast for healing. I'm also going to use it myself then in this case. The sawmill is working. Let's actually also start boosting it with fish right away.
I can carry any burden.
And there's also the logs now being transported to that. Perhaps also some fish, please. Still have some fish left. Yes, there's the fish coming.
This is my easiest job today.
And as always with the settlers and also with this game, it's very detailed, so this is once again something that I like to see. There's also the first planks then coming out already. Perfect. You should be 2 planks as far as I know. Oh, we haven't used the boost yet. I was not the boost yet. Right. So it's actually consuming... it's actually producing 2 times. It's not consuming 2 times. This is a major difference here, right? So we're not consuming 2 logs for 2 planks. Nope, we're 1 log for 2 planks. There's the hostile encounter already again. It's a full force of bandits coming in. How is this possible? We don't have enough towers, right? Let's actually try and rescue my engineers somehow. Right, so as you can see, this is not making much of a difference here. I can activate the healing, but that's so many soldiers. So that tower gets immediately destroyed. They're immediately chasing my engineers, so even if I run away with the engineers at the very first second they attack, there's not much I can do really about it. Then they're destroying also my bastion now. Alright, that bastion tower seems to be doing a difference here. Alright, so it at least survived, right? But there's still this force here. They're on their way already, and of course we'll destroy that tower here too.
What's up?
Alright, it seems like they're backing off though. Ah, I think we might have survived this attack. Yep, they're backing off. That bastion tower really did a difference here. Can we repair, please? My engineers should do the trick for repairing that one immediately. And yeah, we lost a few engineers. That's okay. We will be able to use them again.
Can I carry more?
Can it heal itself? Oh yeah, it heals itself to the fullest right away. Also super nice. There you go. Alright, this time around we have survived the attack. We still have more engineers over here. We'll just see how this one turns now.
What's up?
I have lots of fish there, even though we're using the boosts now, right? Lots of stone there. But still, I need more planks, of course. So I might also consider building me a second logging camp and sawmill. So let's actually... yeah, let's not actually think about it, but do it. And over here we have lots of space for a second logging camp. Or we actually use it down here in the middle of the forest, so I don't need to relocate all the time, right? So I can just go ahead with one. We can build one straight road all the way to that side. And then probably also build a second sawmill then here somewhere. That's fantastic. Meanwhile, we should still have... let's use this engineer here to deliver some fish. We want to continue with that mission there. Right, we're at 8 out of 40, so this will still take quite some time.
This isn't heavy at all.
Very good. Also, the road is coming along. Might actually would like to use this road here then. We'll just see. And once I have enough planks, I would like to rebuild that tower there again. There you go. To have at least one more tower available right away. Which is something I think we really should have, just in case there's the next attack coming in. It's consuming all my logs though, so there's nothing I can do about that for now. There it is, also my logging camp, and sawmill number 2 we can also build then right away. To get the logs in here. It's not... yeah. To keep the transportation time short as well. Going to build it right next to it. Eight fish. I might actually... no, let's push the first gate and then have a look what's beyond it before we build the... or before we supply the second gate there. The palm trees are going rather quickly, right? So this might be a nice city area then here that we can start as we progress. And there's also my tower coming along again. Also, since we have some logs coming in, would probably like to work on a tool maker now. That is a very basic processing one. This is processing planks and stone to tools. And tools we're going to need for more engineers and also for some missions then down the road. Oh, there's also once again some hostile encounter. That's the enemy engineer, right? The AI opponent that we're playing against here, more or less. Unlocking some stone here. The funny thing is we can actually see the ore that they're serving, right? So we know now there's stone without us having sent an engineer there myself. I don't know if this is intentional, but it's interesting for sure. Alright, let's build the toolmaker. Yeah, let's have it by the quarry, more or less. And this one here will make sure that we have a steady supply of tools coming in.
I should go to the training ground someday.
We do have some basic coal and iron in, right? But that's not enough to make us really weapons. So I will still not be able to build an army. Also, we're lacking fish. We're consuming a lot of fish though, so that's okay. I'm not going to boost those two for now.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah. It also seems like the enemy engineers are immune to the bandits. For strange reasons. Because they were not attacked now. Or perhaps it's just hidden for us. And also there it is, toolmaker online. It would now consume berries, so I can't just use fish anymore to boost this one. It's fine. We're starting with some basic tool manufacturing here that we're going to need for more engineers. There's the stone and the planks being taken then. They're even greeting themselves. It's very cute. I mean, a lovely location. Of course, you gotta have a happy mood.
Excuse me.
Taking the sweet time here
This is my
to get the first
easiest
tool
work
out.
today.
There's the stone.
These goods are
And now
heavy.
we're starting with the tool making. Perfect. There's actually the first hammers that we have then as well. And this is the real item, right? This is then getting transported. Love that. The details are superb. Let's have another tower because we do have the planks. Let's just see. This should still be within range. There you go. And then another one here probably, right? This should be then a proper defense against those bandits. Just in case they're coming in again. Okay, sitting at 17 fish. Do we still have an idle engineer? I chased some of them to the ocean, but they either swam away or were killed. So let's actually go ahead and use a second one of these engineers. We're really lacking a few engineers right now. So that would be one of my other buildings that we can have. And that is the... Was it not the shrine? Ah, there it is. The guild hall recruits the engineers. However, this needs 3 tools to start with. So we're at 2 tools and then I can actually go for it. I have a lot of stone, so I might actually stop with the boosting of the quarry, because we can save some fish then for faster delivery. That tower is coming along, and just because we have the resources, let's actually go ahead and build the 3rd tower now here too. We're going down a bit on the population now. We lost some, right? So I should also start making new settlers, and we can do this with a residence. We have it. And yeah, this one actually starts then the settlement construction. I think this area here we can use for it. And what I like about this one is actually that you can combine these into blocks just naturally. So this is going to look nice, hopefully. Let's build 2 to start with. Right here. Right, next tower. And the 3rd tower. This looks safe, right? For me, this looks safe. We can also then heal them. As also that residence construction is coming along.
Delivery coming through.
Enemy in sight.
Hostile encounter? It's those here. They're just standing around though.
Find our ancestors.
Oh, we're out of fish, so the engineers are taking the fish directly from the fishermen. I'm going to assign a... No, we don't have the engineers. We have 4 left, so that's not a lot. And things are taking a bit more time with this. What I can do now, though, is I'm going to build me that guild hall, right? So this is going to recruit us then engineers. And yeah, let's have that guild hall probably here somewhere.
My hands hurt.
There we also have the first residents coming up. And as you can see, this is now producing settlers for us. There they are, coming out already, up to a maximum of 76. The residents themselves also increase that limit, right? So we can get bigger with that. And there's the second one coming up, perfect. At the same time, I hope, yep, the building materials for the guild hall are already in.
I'll head home soon.
So we're seeing now the guild hall also being constructed. Very important, and with that we can then get more engineers out. There's the second residence. These two here actually combine to a smaller garden. And if I now add more, we should be able to see then... Yeah, this one increases the garden. And going to the other side here does nothing at the moment. Get a few more bonuses out for each adjacent residence.
Ouch! Splinters.
Actually, we lack some stone now, so let's boost the quarry again. Sitting at 25 fish only, it's still taking quite some time for it.
I love our new homes.
Delivery coming through.
I love to be.
And we have 6 tools already, that's great. At least 3 more engineers we could get out here. And there it is in all its glory. A beautiful building. And with this one we can now recruit engineers. Let's start with 3. Let's make it 4 actually, because we have the tools for it. And the remaining 3 here, if... Oh, another player completed a landmark building. Interesting.
If there is a job to do, I can get
Let's
it done.
continue with delivering those fish. We still have no way of actually producing an army, right? There's nothing here. There's no resources here. There's the bandits blocking us. So I can't attack them with engineers. So we're really just blocked in here for now. There's some stone over there, but stone is not helping us out with army building. We need coal and iron. So I'm hoping that this mining deposit here and this mining area here will bring us something. I think that's their intention for it. And let's use those 3 engineers to continue with more fish deliveries. I mean, we're having 4 fishermen here working full-time non-stop.
Complete.
Not with the highest efficiency though. I think we need to move one of them a bit further over there. Or do we have more fish deposits over here? No, we don't. It'll just have to work like that for now. Alright, also this one, this logging camp here. Let's stop the boosting of these. We have lots of planks, so I don't need that anymore. And we might need to get rid of them at some point now because, yeah, there's no more forests around it almost. Still something over there they're chopping down. Got some recruits in again. Perfect. Some engineers that we can use.
I sure can use the exercise.
There's also something that decoy taunts nearby soldiers and keeps them occupied. So the soldiers will attack the decoy first before they go for the towers, right? It's actually pretty expensive. 4 stone it costs too. But I think it's going to be worth it because it gets us some time, right? Let's actually have this one here. So within the area of these towers, so the towers can actually shoot at the soldiers attacking the decoy. And this might help then as well, keeping those towers alive.
Go to the training grounds.
We've actually reached a limit of 84 settlers, so let's continue with some more residences. I wonder why we cannot build anything here. Let's actually build this residence there. Make a big garden out of it. And then we can probably get rid of this logging camp here now. So we can also start cleaning things up. Gets dismantled immediately. Because we don't need that anymore. And we probably also don't need that sawmill here then anymore. Let's just keep it there because we have lots of logs still to process. What's also new with the update, I guess, is those decorations here. So I haven't seen them yet. There's a gazebo, for example. Decorative purpose. And we can use those tiny spaces here to, yeah, plant a gazebo here, for example. A little, almost looks like a little shrine or something. And to beautify the settlement, just in general. Alright, we have 19 more stone left here, right? So we are down to the last stone boulder, then we are going to be out of stone. So really, we should unlock this gate here, but it seems like no one is... Oh, we have lots of stone though in. They stopped.
Excuse me.
They stopped delivering.
I'm on
Continue. Send 0 engineers. No, it's 3 actually. Probably a visual bug.
I'll head home soon.
They're delivering the fish again. And there's also our gazebo that we have in here. All residents are inhabited, so we're at 91. Ah, look at that. This is cute.
I've seen the entire village.
And there's the gazebo.
It's amazing.
We all work together here.
Nice one. For people to enjoy the sight to the quarry, I guess. I mean, the ocean you can also see, of course, to some extent. So far so good. We survived the beginning onslaught, right? And we continue now with unlocking that gate and then venturing beyond that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, The Settlers' New Allies. Stay tuned.
This is my easiest job today.
Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to The Settlers' New Allies once more to, trying out the game once more without too much seriousness, without too many expectations. And we are very close now to unlocking that gate here. That's going to be great. Another hostile encounter, that's the enemy engineers once again, and they're finding gems here. Still baffles me that we can see what actually is looking here, but that's okay. We've also finished this decoy here, right? And this one is now taunts up to 10 enemies in an area when activated. It has a lot of hit points as far as I know, and with that we do have then the ability to keep those towers active for a while. We have delivered all the fish. Hooray. How much fish do we still have left? 6 tons? 6, not tons, but pieces. Let's have 4 engineers actually here going for delivering fish to this gate here, right? So we can continue with that mission. And I would like to recruit, let's say, 5 more engineers because we can afford it, really. We don't have that many at the moment. And what these 2 engineers are doing now, one of them is delivering the tool.
Get to the bottom of this.
There is one tool for this washed up treasure over there. And boxes were washed up on the beach. Perhaps they harbor rare treasures. We can see the treasure right away. And in this case here, it's one tool that we need to deliver to get the gems in. Perfect. With those gems, we can get special troops. My other engineer, they can now claim territory because we need to start with that. Otherwise, we cannot build a road into this area. Even though the enemy engineers are here, doesn't mean that we've lost these territories to us yet, right? We need to claim it, of course. Yeah, lots of stone here. As also the first fish is being delivered now to the eastern gate. And here we're also now claiming this territory. More engineers. So let's continue with claiming it right away. Claim it all the way down to this area. So they will just now do this forever. There's also 2 more engineers. And those 2 guys we could use to, also now survey this area, right? So unsurveyed mining area. Let's also hopefully find us something in this area. Perhaps those engineers can fight each other? I don't think so. Unfortunately, that would have been a funny sight. So the AI opponent is way further ahead, right? They're already in this area. They haven't claimed it though yet. And I don't think they have enemy troops yet either. So this is still something that works for us. More gems? That's not good. I don't need gems. Honestly, I need mining materials. There's iron. Perfect.
No ore can hide from me.
Let's survey this and let's also claim it all the way down to this area, right? There's more engineers here of the enemy, but still they haven't claimed it. So we can claim it. There's coal and iron, so this is what we're going to need for a proper weapon production. What I can start with too is then probably, you're going to recruit more engineers. Go ahead. This one here has been now unlocked, so we now have, as you can see,
I'll look into it.
the gems, and this engineer can now bring those gems back home. There you go. 100 gems. I can live with that. Very nice. So this we're claiming now. The enemy, in theory, could also start claiming this one, but he would need to start from his territory, and I have no idea yet where they are. We could actually use one of my engineers to scout down here. There's actually a nice reward for tools down there. There's weapons. 6 weapons. Let's just see where the enemy is. As far as I can see, the enemy has not breached that gate yet. Nope. So we can actually deliver the tools down there. Yep, let's do it and get the weapons. Meanwhile, my expansion here is coming along and we can now build that road, right? And I would like to, of course, build that road along the deposits that we have. All the way to this area down here. We need a bit more space in this area for a warehouse, because you need to have a warehouse to make the logistics work.
If there is a job to do, I can
You can
get it
also do
done.
this. And more engineers continue now building those roads. Alright, this one here is also out of logs now, the sawmill, so we can dismantle it as well. We don't need 2 sawmills now anymore. We have plenty of planks at the moment. And I'm probably also going to stop producing tools now, because this is actually consuming rocks for us, and we are looking at a very finite amount of rocks, and I don't want to run out of them. And I think we have enough engineers for now. They're claiming, right? Perfect. Here, this area we can now make use for a warehouse that we need to build. This is consuming a lot, right? 10 rocks, 10 planks, and 3 logs. We need it because otherwise those mines would be too far away from this warehouse, and you need to have warehouses in closer range. Of course, this makes us very vulnerable, right? Because here, there's the bandits. So, I don't know. We just have to risk it, I guess. We could also probably start building up another defense area here, which is going to cost me again. So let's protect this warehouse here with towers. Let's have 1 tower. Let's have a bastion tower again in its vicinity. Yeah, over here. Let's build this one. Let's build a decoy too. A decoy is powerful. Close to this tower here. There you go. So we can start protecting this one too. But that's going to consume a lot, right? Meanwhile, my engineers continue to claim this territory. We have unlocked the weapons. Very good. So let's actually get 2 of my engineers to collect those weapons down here. How's it looking with the gate in the meantime? 17 out of 40 fish. So this is also coming along. And since we are rather capped on settlers, I might also consider more residences here. And I think we actually need to build it like that, right? Because I cannot build a block of residences. Lots of construction right now, so they're busy. I'm not going to build a gem mine yet, because I don't think we are going to need one. We need weapons. And that's this tower here for. This warehouse here for. Because this unlocks now the mining area down here, by the way. Is that all? Yeah, there's nothing here to survey anymore, so it's only 1 iron deposit, unfortunately, and 2 coal deposits. So this is also something we can start with now. Let's build the iron one. And then I'm going to build me a coal mine as well, down here. There you go. Meanwhile, we should get the weapons in at some point now. Where's my engineers? Already on their way.
What's up?
love to be free as the wind.
When will people stop asking me for directions?
Territory expansion completed. Let's stop with the expansion for now. I mean, yeah, there's lots of space here, but that's space that I really don't need for now. So I could rather just also use this to gather more resource. Lots of stone over there. Very good. There's the engineers, right? He's delivering still the tools. Yeah, and it had to happen at some point. We're out of rocks here, so I can now also delete this quarry. I have a bit more space again for building. That's great. And we have 14 stone left. So this is something I need to use. Oh, and also, landmark completed. Ah, it's this one, right? That we have now the weapons.
Let's get to work.
Let's actually use 2 engineers for that. There you go. 2 engineers. The tower is being finished, the decoy is being finished, and then we're working on those mines.
Yes.
And we probably... I mean, it's the enemy gate, but there's stone here. Or we're waiting for this one for the stone. Could still take some time, though. And hostile encounter. It's the enemy engineers, though. And look at that. They're not being attacked by the bandits. This is unfair, to say the least. Right, the bandits completely ignore my competitor on this map.
Let's get to work. I'll contact the scouts.
Get more. And let's also continue claiming territory here. Right, and since we have the resources, I might also build me another tower. Here. To fortify this area. We're down to 6 rocks now. Oh, this is not good. The quarry costs me how much? 4 planks. The iron mine, however, is finished. And also the coal mine is about to be finished. And we're producing now iron and then also coal now. Very good. Very important, because with that we can now start the smithing. There's the iron. Right. Yeah. I don't know why... Oh, they delivered to this warehouse. So the storage between the warehouses is not shared, unfortunately. So they need to deliver to this area first and then to the tower. Right. Takes a bit more time, everything, because of that. We could have more donkeys. So we have 4 right now. As you can see, they are used to deliver more resources at once. 4 are fine for now. We can build more than with a coach maker. Alright, I cannot start with the smithing yet because we're out of stone. So, yeah, 7 more fish. And then we could start with some proper mining here. So we can already prepare this by building another road all the way to this gate. So we can make this one finished. And for that, more engineers are already on their way. Perfect.
The envoys asked me to wait right here.
And also we have reached this area now. Can I use a normal quarry? Nah, we need to build a stone mine here. If I want to start with that. And let's just hope that this one has the range of the warehouse. I'm still trying this one, right? Because we have the rocks here. There's still some weapons also lying around.
What's up?
Don't forget about them. 4 more fish. Almost all the trees are gone here now. But we're sitting at 50 planks, so that's very comfortable. I could also just start here with the chopping, right? That would be fine too.
I love these deliveries.
There's 2 more bows lying around. I wonder why they're so fat. They're running around all day. Very good. Tower and decoy finished. So this should be a proper defense for this area. And also 1 more fish is missing. There it's already on the way. Perfect. We still have 5 fish then left. So I can still stockpile a bit. Fish is endless though, right? So on this beautiful area here, we can get as much fish out as possible. However, they're not working with full capacity. So I think we should get rid of one of them. This one. Would be waste otherwise, right? So this should boost the working conditions again of this one. Very good. Gate has been finished. Let's use my engineers close by. So this one,
Job to do, I can get it done.
claim this territory.
Let's get
And
to work.
also this engineer can do it as well to speed things up. Because I cannot build that road here while it's not claimed. Yeah, meanwhile all the resources are in for the stone mine. And let's just hope that the range to the warehouse is not too far. Otherwise, this would have been for nothing, because I'm not building another warehouse here just for the stone mine. It's only 4 planks, though. So this is okay. Yeah. Oh! By now, my competitor actually has managed to open the gate. So this is something. And there's the stone mine. And it seems to be working. Yep. Very good.
Stop asking me for directions.
It seems to be still within range of this warehouse here. So this is working. Perfect.
Is there something to do?
And with that, we are getting some stone here. And the same applies to this area now. Let's build that road all the way out. And then have another stone mine here somewhere. There's a tower. Enemy defenses. Yeah, you can stop claiming territory now. It's as close as it gets to this area here. We've also used both of these landmarks, so there's nothing here to do anymore on this side here. I'm not protecting that stone mine though, so this is not something we need. Instead, I can use my engineers to get to the other side. Can I actually queue them up? Yeah, very good. Because here we have lots of construction to do now. There's also more mining down here that we can do. So let's use one of my engineers. Coal, very good. And I would like to build now stone mines. There it is. This might really be too far away though, right? But I'm intending to build another warehouse here anyway. There is once again, oh, weapons for a tool. So let's also start delivering the tool over there. Just one tool, really what we need. And the remaining engineers are going to claim all this territory here for us.
Let's get to work.
There you go. Also, iron and coal. That's about it. There would be more here. That's okay. Just like with us, the enemy probably still also doesn't have soldiers yet, right? So he still also needs to secure weapons and to also secure deposits, just like we do. Yeah, there's the stone coming in. Perfect. Out of that stone mine. A beautiful sight indeed. That one, and there's the stone being delivered already. Alright, there's also lots of resources here. I wonder why this road has not been finished yet. There you go. And the remaining engineers, you can continue into this area, because here we now need to start with the construction then of a warehouse too, once I have a bit more stone in. This will take a long time though, because we need to deliver the stone now from this warehouse all the way to the other side. So via this warehouse to that warehouse then. Yeah, we have the stone. And I think it's safe to build that as ASAP. Now I would like to get more territory here first. Build it a bit more central for this whole area. I haven't seen, unfortunately, any berry deposits that we could use, or hunting grounds. There would be more deposits, of course, right? To get fish, to get meat and berries in. There is tool for gold. I have no idea what we need the gold for. What I know is that we have finished this delivery here now, and we can now get the weapons in. So that would already be 12 weapons that we have. So we can start with the recruitment of troops now soon. Let's actually also use my second engineer. And those engineers... Plenty of space. Let's build us another warehouse here. Here you go. And of course, with this warehouse, we also need to protect it then. So I will also need to use a lot of resources for fortifications. $91. Yeah, we will also need to start with the tool production again soon. Let's actually finish this road. And yeah, let's build a second stone mine just here. Yeah, a lot of iron and coal in at this point. Perfect. I'm itching to build me that first. I mean, we can actually do it, the furnace, right? To start building iron ingots, and out of that, the blacksmith can make weapons. So let's start with that. Let's have a furnace right here beside the warehouse where the materials are actually coming in, right? And it's tricky with the tiles. There you go. And then we can have a blacksmith here too. I'm going to make this as central as possible, so it's close to both warehouses here, right? We still have 20 idle settlers right now, so probably need to build a few more residences again, because we have a lot of jobs now that we fill. And of course, that requires then lots of workforce.
Bing, bing, let me through.
I love how actually on this map we have to work on both sides here simultaneously to make it work, right? I like this dynamic. So here we have now furnace and blacksmith coming along. And here we have now warehouse coming along for further stone expansion and another iron site that we have then. Defense-wise, we lack the stone though, so I'm not going to be able to defend it for now. We can, however, boost the stone mine. So let's boost this one here for fish. To boost my stone output. We have lots of fish in at this point that I can use. You can stop with the expansion now, engineer. We don't want to attract those bandits there. Alright, here we can deliver one more tool for the gold. I'm doing this. And here we can also use the engineer once again to get those resources in. Let's stop with the
I love
expansion.
hard work.
We might attract hostile forces. Very good. Warehouse number 3 has been finished.
We'll work together.
That means also that we can deliver those that stone now way quicker, right, to this warehouse here right away for defense. And here we lack actually engineers that construct. Yeah, they're already on their way. Let's keep a few here. We need to keep them on both sides.
Let's get to work.
Only engineers can build. I could have probably done this a bit faster. Sending those engineers over sooner.
I should go to the training ground someday.
There's more coming. Very good. We have 13 stone in at this point, so I can actually afford me some defense here again. And yeah, let's protect. Let's protect the
Enemy in sight.
warehouse. Hostile encounter? Where? Oh, it's just these guys. And probably just along the road here. Yeah. Let's build us some 2 towers there. And then once we have the resources, another decoy again, and then another bastion tower to repair. Once again, this is going to take a while. At the same time though, we have finished over here a furnace.
One more delivery.
And also the blacksmith is coming along. So it's getting busy here too. With all the resource deliveries now. Another landmark has been completed. That's this one. And we can now get the gold back home. It's a long journey though. Wood has been depleted, so this area is now completely without wood, right? So I can now get rid of both of these. So this is now lots of space for a big city. And I would like to get my loggers, right? So 1 logging camp probably here for these guys. And this is probably going to be a permanent one then, because we can use then a forester to make sure that we do get a permanent amount of trees here. And let's also squeeze in a sawmill somewhere here, just beside it. Perfect. And since we really should work on a few more people, let's actually continue with residences here as well. 2 more. And since we have, not enough stone at the moment. Really consuming that much, huh?
Excuse me.
Could also work on some fish boosting for the stone mine here. Because we need stone on both sides.
Come on.
Alright, meanwhile here, production is in full swing.
Let me through.
So producing now iron ingots, and the blacksmith is already waiting for this. He needs coal and ingots actually. So we have 2 coal consumption buildings. That's probably why we need a bit more coal. So I'm thinking about another coal mine here to make up for it. Very good. So at this point the military production is in full swing. And we can now start on the training grounds and then really recruiting us military units and then go to the offensive. Because right now I think we're faster than the opponent, though I wouldn't cry it out too loud at the moment. I have no idea where the opponent really is, progress-wise. So we'll just see if there's not a surprise attack coming in, or we actually can steamroll him. That would be fantastic. I actually enjoy it so far, save for the initial attack. And we continue onwards then in the settlers. New allies. Stay tuned. Greetings everyone, and welcome back to the Settlers once more on hardcore mode. And yeah, well, one thing that stands out is my settlement is not really big right now, is it? We have a few residences here and a guild hall, and that's it, right? That's my whole settlement right now. The thing is, we're sprawling, right, way over the map here to the left on the western side, and also on the eastern side we're sprawling all the way down here. Doesn't leave much room right now to build a big settlement, but of course that is also about to change now, because we do have, yeah, finally now weapons coming in bigger quantities. The blacksmith is working. At the blacksmith, we can now finally enable us the weapon production. We can actually boost it with meat. Unfortunately, there is no hunting grounds. I haven't found them yet, so no meat on this map probably. And what we can still do here is to craft now shields, bows, and axes that we are going to need. I already have 6 shield in, right? So let's actually continue with a few axes there until I have 6 as well. And then we craft a bows. Funnily enough, the bows also require iron, even though, of course, theoretically, it should be planks, I guess. But that must be some very interesting bows that we can actually craft here. Yeah, reinforced bows, I guess. We are also building a second coal mine. That's actually really important because we consume 2 times coal, right? For the furnace and then once again for the blacksmith. And this actually leaves my coal now dropping a bit here, so I want to reinforce that. What we have reinforced as well is this area here. So we have 2 towers here plus the decoy working for us. For the other side, we've also built the 2 towers now, and I still would like to have another decoy now that we can have then somewhere here. So this is what the enemy hopefully focuses on before it goes for the towers then, right? So that we have a bit of a defense there as well. In addition, of course, the main thing is though army building. So this is something we really should push, and for that, yeah, we can now use my village that we have there. We do have the tool maker that we can enable again, because we now actually have some steady supply of stone in again. I think, wait a second, is my stone... It's infinite, right? So we can get endless stone out of this. That's really great. We are also in the process of finishing the sawmill again. That was actually interrupted because I was not preparing quickly enough for this. I would, however, probably have a second sawmill somewhere where we have forests. So this is the area for it. So I can have another logging area. Put this one, right, together with another sawmill, and then also foresters, of course. Another thing is, yeah, it's busy actually. Where are my engineers? We have 2 here. Let's take both of them and claim this territory here too with the forests, so that we can reforest, because as far as I know, we need to have the territory under our control where we need to reforest and, yeah, plant trees and stuff like that. All right, the next residence has been finished, and as you can see, this is pretty cool. I love it. When you actually have a tile between them, it builds a bridge over that, right? So we could theoretically have a road go through this, and then the residences left and right to make this one also look like more organic village building there. All right, for this area, what we could also think about is some farming then, but I'm actually really lacking the lumber now. So we have fish though.
People stop asking me for directions.
Let's boost both of these here with the fish. Alright, resources in, and the next sawmill then also incoming. Just as we're also building this one here. Yeah, we're also getting a bit low there on idle villagers, right? So we do need to build more residences again.
Let's get to work.
With all of this industry.
Just one more delivery.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And yeah, 17, because this one is producing actually some. There's then also the goods coming over, so planks being delivered from that side here, where we do need it for. Perfect. I might actually turn off my tools construction again, crafting, because it's consuming quite a bit of planks there, right? And I want to save up on that. Now we have 9 again, and with this we'll have an even higher production then. Oh, this one needs a road. There you go. Right, I think we are ready. Let's go ahead and build us. Oh, wait a second. We also have the warehouse, the coach maker, the workshop. And yeah, there's a few buildings, right? That's new. The workshop is new, for example, patched in. And for now, I would like to start with the training grounds. A proper place where we can train it. And of course, it needs to be in my core area. Because there we produce the units, right? The villagers, they go directly then to the training halls to produce, to train. So let's have the first one here. Also, it's in the protected area. Then we have the Order of Brunn. This is also going to recruit squirrels by the icon. We'll just see what's coming out of this one here. It's a beautiful building though. So I would like to have this one for sure. Then somewhere here at this corner here, of course. I think we need to actually make a special entrance then as well. So that's 2 military units coming along, up buildings, and then we would still have the shrine as well on top of everything. That I could have, for example, then also somewhere here. Alright, it's just these guys there, right? It's not a big deal. Alright, and let's also continue with some more residences.
Easiest job today.
I don't know why I cannot build here. Seems available though. Yeah. No idea. Let's build 2 more residences. We are going to need them. The manpower for all of this. Quite a bit construction now. Going to take a while because we still also haven't finished this one here really. There it is. The sawmill is now working. And also the logging camp is working. Let's chop down the next palm forest.
Delivery coming through.
Oh, and we have 13 axes. So I'm also going to switch now to bow production, right, at my blacksmith.
I love these deliveries.
And I think we're going to need the gems then for the squirrels. We'll just see where I'm actually getting this one. This one actually gets finished first. Alright. Fantastic. So there we have the Mystic. That's the squirrel. And then we have the Seer. And yes, the Seer actually needs then the gems. Great stuff that we found some. And it's actually long-range Jorn unit adapted to destroying buildings, right? And we do have 100 gems, so I can actually recruit the first one here. And can we actually then also, yeah, get us a rally point for this one somewhere over here? Actually, where we have a bit of space left, right? And here. And these guys here are also going to rally then over here. And we can actually go ahead and, yeah, start with the first archers. Right? And then probably also with the rest of my units, we can go for some guardians. That's the shield units. And then also some warriors. That's the axe unit. So we want to have a great mixture between all of these to have a nice variety then in our army. There's already my first unit coming out. Looking actually really cool.
The order is at your disposal.
And this one also has a special ability, recall. We can get this one recalled to a designated building. Also holding and patrolling. And there's also the training already.
I can carry any burden.
I feel strong now.
Of course, this is all consuming villagers. So I'm just glad that we have now more huts than over here also popping in, right? Here we're going to make it finished. And then I'm probably going to add 2 more residences. Yeah, and here I would like to have then one with a bridge in between. Perfect. Have this look a bit more organic. Lots of lumber coming in at this point. That's from down here. And of course, we should also prepare then a forester, because I don't want to endlessly chop down trees now, right? Until we have none available. So probably in this area already you can see this. We do need one of these. It's not that easy building those.
Recruitment complete.
Probably like this, because then we have a bit more room here for something else. Alright, that's a lot of troops.
We're prepared.
That we have now available here.
On patrol.
And we can even put them into formation. That's something I like a lot. Alright, so hopefully the range units to the back. Very good. The guardians to the front. Of course, we need a few more guardians. We have the shields. And then more archers and axemen. There's also a 4th unit, the Berserker. This one actually needs cogs, I guess. That we don't have yet. What we do have, though, is more living space. Coming up over here. Very good. Also, the territory expansion has been completed. We don't need to expand further. What I need is then my forester here that continues its work then. And here we would have a nice area for harbor run. Or we're just actually going to have the harbor up here. That would also work out. It's very strange why I cannot build anything here. It would just fit. Ah, okay, you can turn it around like this. And then it could work out. Let's build it there.
Excuse me.
Training is still coming along? Yes. It's just taking a long time right now. We don't have any free settlers available anymore.
Heavy at all.
So we need to wait a bit for these residences here to finish. There's the next one already producing. And then these guys here. In this case, that's a lot of raiders though. And I think they also have a hero class. So we might want to wait a bit until I have more. We could also try and lure them into my towers. That might work out.
Ready for duty.
I'll see my family again.
So gems is something we're going to need. Yeah, for that, of course, we could go with a gem mine. Costs quite a bit.
Excuse me.
Let's have this here then along the road, so we have room for one more. However, we really do like workforce right now. Ah, look at that. I love it. Fantastic. You can have another one over here. So this is all then coming together more or less. Ah, it also depends where the road is then, of course. Yep. And we should be able to actually make a more dense block than here, right? So if I have this road, can we add? Yes, we can. Perfect.
This isn't heavy at all.
So you need to know this actually, right? The building looks into a random direction, right? And if it's looking not towards the road, it actually blocks it, but it doesn't give you an indication why it's blocked. So you actually need to turn it around yourself and then you can actually add it. And as you can see with that, we can make a bit more density here that we can add then to this block. Perfect.
This isn't heavy.
Yeah, still lacking a bit lumber there. The army is growing so far. I would also like to get more mystics, seers out because they're doing lots of damage to buildings, it seems.
Let me through.
Ah, and also my forester. What a lovely building. We probably should have had it, yeah, it would fit in more like here, right? Or even here when you look at its surrounding, but it's still, it's going to be fine. And plants trees now in the surrounding area. So hopefully here somewhere. And yeah, the logging camp will then take care of it. Unfortunately, we cannot move buildings, right? So once placed, they're fixated. So I need to destroy them again if I want to move them once more. Yeah, let's... actually hesitant about more recruiting because we really need more settlers. None of them, by the way, consume anything, right? I could give them bread and this would double their production, really. So this is helpful when we lose a lot of soldiers and we can then use bread to regrow again. But other than that, they don't consume anything, unfortunately. It would add a nice complexity to the whole thing if they, for example, would need constant bread, for example, right? But yeah, that's not happening right now. Let's build those two. It's going to be a lovely district here that we have then. And here we still have room for one more big building because we still have a few of them available. But for now, I think we're ready.
Where shall I go?
I feel ready to try those bandits, right? Because that was my goal. I would like to try and lure them to my towers. Let's sacrifice one guardian. Gotta be the brave one. Unfortunately, he does not have a name, so I can't give him the honors.
Order received. Moving out. Order received.
Ah, all right. They're not that stupid. I cannot just lure them over there. Let's actually try it with the full force, right?
Of course. My body hurts.
Enemy in sight.
Duty calls.
Where shall I go?
Yeah, that hero unit there. Holy moly. looks like we can't kill it. Ah, alright.
Standing
Enemy
by.
in sight.
We don't have any melees anymore. He's one-shotting my archers, but I think we should be able to actually kill him. That is a very strong unit. Alright, down he is. And with that we have,
Ready.
as you can see that there's a few more. Oh, that's the opponent, right? He's actually grown to this area.
Any
But we were
orders?
here first, it seems. No. He was not hostile with the bandits, right? So he actually looted this already, I think.
Enemy in sight.
It's a bit unfair, because we are of course hostile. Ah, and he's coming in now. So let's actually move back again
On patrol.
to my defense. And perhaps he's stupid enough to join.
Ready for duty.
Fortunately not. We have more settlers again. I would like to recruit a lot of archers right away. And then switch also to shield making again. How's it looking there? Yeah, we have lots of iron and coal though. So I would like to build a second blacksmith now. We can do this on the other side, right? So also to spread the risk of full loss, right? So we have 2 defenses there on both sides. So this should be fine, really. And here we have the mining too. We have the workforce for that. So I would like to have another coal mine now. Actually, you know what? Yeah, 2 coal mines again, right? And then also the iron mine. And then we're going to have once again another furnace.
I love these deliveries.
Excuse me.
And also another blacksmith.
Enemy in sight.
There you go. And with that we start a second production for weapons. So we can speed the whole thing up. That's a lot of
Enemy
resources
in
now,
sight.
right? That are going to be transported over. There's gold. By the way, the gem mine is working. A really beautiful building there. And with that we should be able to recruit more seers then as well.
We're prepared.
Also the first batch of new archers is coming out. And I can go ahead and actually recruit me some warriors right away.
I hope we will be safe out there.
Then we could actually try to attack somewhere and just be a bit of a nuisance there. Yeah, he's trying. You
Enemy
look at that.
inside.
Here we actually have a direct border now with the enemy.
Delivery coming through.
And this one is actually really fast with planting trees. The logging camp has no... Actually has enough to do at the moment. Fish-wise, yeah, fish is actually looking good. Let's also continue with a few more residences. Over here then.
Let me through.
Those 3.
This is my easiest job today. I love these deliveries.
Also the blacksmith over here. And with that we will be able to have the second production now available. So we're producing bows right now. Shields we're producing right now. So this one here can continue with some bows, I think. For the moment. There you go. Both of them now active. Of course we gotta look out now for any incoming enemy attacks. And a seer coming. Then we also can have a few more guardians again. Perfect.
None of my friends are faster than me.
Enemy in sight.
One more military building. I would like to have it here then somewhere. With its back to the mountain here.
Takes easy.
I don't like the location that much. But I also don't want to have it too far away from anything. And this is just looking very cozy here. I just need to find the right way. Putting this one.
I love our new homes.
Recruitment complete.
Cannot... because of the border perhaps. Let's just see. Perhaps we need to still get those 2 tiles in there before we can do anything. Wood has been depleted here. Good to know. So we also need those 2 engineers to claim more territory for more wood production. And we also have a few more shields in again. Let's continue with that.
Ready to serve. Order received.
Let's try a few attacks, right? From the center. Because we can always retreat then to safety. We could also retreat here to my towers. So let's try to get in from here. By the way, also there's the gold. Can I just claim this territory here? I think I can. And take in the gold here. So I'm claiming their territory there now.
We're prepared.
Okay. Yeah, there we're now.
Enemy in sight.
That's a really hostile maneuver. There is an engineer. Perfect. Ah, look at that. There's a few units here now. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright, let's actually get back there. Why are you not moving? People. Why did they not move now? Let's retreat. No idea why they didn't move there. Why are you attacking? This tower here has no business of attacking, really. Let's also build that shrine here. Yeah, this is looking a bit more like it now. Right, yeah, okay. Doesn't want to push in here. We have that gold deposit in right now, so that should keep him a bit busy. Right, I'm also trying to get more territory over there. Just so that we keep him busy a bit as well. And since we have the resources, I would also like to reinforce a bit. So building another tower here then. As protection for my towers. Most like... Oh, wait a second. Build that tower here. And over here, that's just engineers. We can build another tower here then as well. Perfect. But we really still lack planks. This one we have. Let's push with fish again. Also on the other side, of course. These guys here. Also give them fish. Alright. Should also have some gems in again. There you go. And also archers. And guardians. And there's my shrine.
Enemy in sight.
These goods are heavy.
Down here, it's the hardcore war of two engineers fighting for border stones. I think they're actually trapped here in this one now, trying to take away the territory from each other. And there is also now my shrine, and with this we actually need gems again to get rituals, and rituals actually heal my other troops. So I definitely want to get that second gem mine out there, because gems are actually rather slow to produce, but we are going to need them for lots of troops. So I'm waiting for a few planks now to come in, building a second gem mine here. So this is actually quite worth it after all, quite valuable. I didn't think so in the beginning, alright, where I only wanted to get some coal in again. Oh, and look at that here also. Where's my engineers? Come on, there they are. Let's actually get this territory in again, right? We need to claim this one, otherwise my stone mine here is cut off from my main forces. There's also the first ritual now. Ritualist. Actually get this one over, perfect, and train a few more. We have lots of settlers right now. Of course, we lost a whole bunch. The next towers are ready, so we really want to fortify there too, after seeing his main force. We're going to look out for that. I haven't even started with farming yet, and a harbor for trading. That might be then in the next episode of this playthrough here. I'm actually quite enjoying this one here. Stay tuned. Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to the Settlers. Yeah, as we are, I guess in mid-game, something around that, we have constructed ourselves a nice bigger village now. So it changed quite a bit from the last episode, didn't it? From the beginning of the last episode. And in this case also here we have a growing military, also now with different troops available to us here. And some archers here, also now some of these squirrels, they are not seers, they're called. And also then over here I'm recruiting some ritualists right now. And as I understand it, they actually do also heal us a bit. Look at that. The AI is actually building up something bigger over there. I'm just going to get my forces over for now. Because I have no idea if they're really going to attack. This will be interesting. So hopefully my attacks here hold out. We got lots of lumber actually. So I could afford some more towers. And yeah, probably also a bastion tower that I don't have there yet. So this would also be nice, because with that I can actually repair then those 2 towers there. Right. Oh, he's also building a tower here right now. So perhaps we can actually lure them in. That would be my preferred method now. Also, we are fully producing lots of weapons now with 2 blacksmiths that are working for us. Right. One of them is fully focusing on bows. The other one on shields right now. And that's also something that's working for us there. Let's just check it out. Let's actually try to lure them in there, into my towers perhaps. Perhaps they're not that smart, and it seems like they're not the smartest ones. I don't know why my troops do not move, right? They just stand still if I order them to actually move somewhere. They don't react that quickly. I'm destroying my iron mine right now. Look at that. My towers are on fire. And with fire I mean a special ability that we have activated. And yeah, they're actually going down here rather quickly now, thanks to all the hours. So they were actually dumb enough to go in here. And he's probably lost a lot, but he still has a lot of troops left.
Ready to serve.
So I might just actually try and lure them in once more. There you go.
Recruitment complete. Duty calls.
Ah, almost. This one here has to fall. And there's the archers. Also doing a lot of damage there. There is, as far as I understand, no upgrades to my troops that I could do, right? So it's all very basic in this area here. Let's actually go ahead with another iron mine now and repair this one. There's the new bastion tower coming along on the other side. So since he has his troops here and they're also rather decimated, I might actually also... I don't have that many troops, unfortunately. Could try to attack him here, right? Because he's rather weak at the moment, but I would still like to use my towers there a bit. Got the first rituals in. You can see this. They're being healed. And as far as I can see, these are only archers. Is that right? Shouldn't be such a big deal killing them. But they're being healed by someone. Right? By who? As far as I can see, they're being healed. Really? I don't... There we have it. It's an auto cast from the ritualist, but they don't have a ritualist, do they? As far as I can see. Doesn't seem to be any ritualist. I have no idea how they can heal themselves, honestly. We can do it because we have the ritualist working for us.
I need some rest.
Right, but the other one doesn't. So, that's that. Let's check it out. We should have a few more of them. We do have lots of gems coming in right now. So there's a ritualist now.
Enemy in sight.
And then I'm also going ahead with more archers again, more warriors, and then also more shields. Also, yeah, troops we have enough to hold all of this. Do we have both gem mines working? No, we still don't. That was actually something that I was waiting on. So now we can go ahead and have a second gem mine. Super important, because with that we can just pop out more of these special units. Alright, let's actually get over here and then move all the way back here, because he will probably not expect me over here right now. We have also some defense here that I would like to reinforce. We have 2 towers already. Plus then, I cannot squeeze this in. They need to have a bit of a space. This would still work for a bastion tower. Oh, there's also some just engineers really moving in.
Bing, bing.
Enemy in sight.
There's a few more towers now. I mean, we have lots of lumber, really. Also some guardians. Lots of training. I might actually think me that we should need a second training ground with all of these weapons here. But we'll just wait a little bit longer on that. Academy, I think, is not available right now for this mode. Right, so for this map, it's deactivated. The workshop might be something. And I wanted to actually also get the harbor going, because we don't have resources that we're going to need for something. Ah, there it is, but it needs 5 tools. Let's actually also activate my toolmaker again, just because. So there it is. Let's
Enemy
give them a bit of a
in sight.
slaughter.
I'll head home soon. My family is waiting for me.
A bit of a nuisance, we need to be here. Destroying that warehouse might be nice. Does he retreat them?
Enemy in sight.
He should actually retreat them, right? Or he has a big enough army somewhere else as well.
Delivery coming through.
And as you can see, this is actually taking quite a bit of time.
Is there a job
Even though
to
we
do?
do have quite a few of these seers that are doing extra damage to buildings. I would also like to move a few in here, because there he's got engineers. And it also is rather nice to
Enemy
kill a
in
few of
sight.
these guys too. Yeah, he's... There we got one, perfect. Also get me a few more archers. Ah, and there's the attack, the counter attack. What is that? Have a lantern with them.
Ready to serve.
There you go. Let's continue with this. Might be quite a loss here for him if he actually loses this one. The next gem mine is up and running. Very good. More seers for the win and also more ritualists.
We're prepared.
Let's also get my units over there. Let's keep my army combined. I mean, I could also just annoy him from different sides. Go all the way down here.
The envoys asked me to wait right here.
There we have gold. That would also be super nice. Let's actually claim this territory here for us.
Enemy in sight.
While we can, right? These are just way stronger than they look. I don't know. I still don't know really why, but they're getting healed a lot. So I'd rather use my units somewhere else for now. Right, I'm probably also going to switch to axe for now. Because we want to have a bit more diversity for damage, right? The guardians are nice, but we also need to have more damage outside the normal ranges. And there's more ritualists coming. Perfect. Right. Yeah, he's lost a lot of soldiers there, so I think he's kind of like waiting to train more. And we should use this to actually make him weaker there. And I definitely will also need more of these here for the extra damage to buildings, right? Some more seers we definitely will need. Okay, there's my reinforcements coming in right now, and we also have still lots of healing abilities too.
This is my easy job today.
Beautiful how they collapse, isn't it? Okay, there we also have those engineers. They're a bit cut off right now. There you can see how much damage we're actually doing to buildings. It's a lot, right? So these warehouses really withstand a lot of damage. More goods are needed. That's the gems primarily. There's also a few more engineers now we can take care of. And do I have? Yep, I do have my engineers here. Let's take back that stone deposit here, that for us.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, we could try to get in here, but there's the tower, and he's also got a decoy. The thing about the decoy is, some of my troops will automatically attack it, and I can do a thing about it, alright? So, it is
Of course.
a bit of a damage there to my army. I mean, it's just a few archers here, really. We should just try and kill them while we can. We have, by the way, now everything that we need for that harbor, right? Yep, there it is. It's a pretty big building. Would probably like to have it closer to my industry zone somewhere here. I think this makes a bit more sense.
What's the target?
Enemies ahead!
There's more, so we gotta be careful about them. And just look at that. They're having like 2 times the hit points that I have. And these are archers being attacked by melee
Enemy in
forces.
sight.
Yeah, very powerful they are. I mean, who's healing them to? There's nothing close by here.
We are under
that would be healing them really. And another thing, there's still not an attack button, right? Right, at least they're all gone now. There you go. So I can actually send my engineers, probably capturing more territory here now.
Is there something?
Because that, of course, is the ultimate goal. Alright. Those are down. We have lots of reinforcements gathering already. And I would just like to go ahead with more archers and warriors. And probably also a few more ritualists for the healing. Ah, look at that. They're rebuilding. That's fresh meat. Can't believe that I'm saying this. It's fresh meat for us. Let's actually get over there quickly, because he's actually trying to not only rebuilding this, but also reclaiming the territory. So once again, we have both of my engineers here. So I'm also going to take a few engineers here and actually also claim territory in this region, while we also build now that harbor area here. I'm expecting great things from this.
I love these deliveries.
Ready to serve.
Yeah, there's the tower. Look at that. He's immediately activating that special ability. So the towers like to do this, which is very harmful.
We are under siege.
It seems like there is some counter attack. No, not really. Ah, come on. Don't run in there. What are you doing? I didn't even tell them to. And they're also... There's the attack move. All right. Control. You need to control press. And then they're actually attacking everything on side. In this case here, that tower just used its special ability. It might be a nice target. Let's try and attack it. We do have... only one seer.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah, look at that. That decoy is a really harmful way of
Enemy in sight.
killing your troops. There's nothing I can do about these guys now. They're totally wrecked in here. They're trapped. They are forcing to attack this, and I can move them out. I wonder how this actually works out, right? Because I need to get my troops in here. Could also try it here, but there's another decoy. So decoys are something that I really don't like as well. Even though we can use it ourselves, of course, and we are everywhere. Still. Let's just get a lot more people. We still don't have enough gems, it seems. Both of them are working. We don't have meat, but the harbor is not coming along. And there it is. And with that, also ship stock now at my village. So we need to wait for one of these ships here. There it is. And now I can actually purchase things with gold. We have 200 gold right now. I could also sell whatever I have in surplus. Like I would have a lot of coal that we can sell. Ooh, it's actually quite valuable. 30 coal for 700. Right?
See something on the horizon.
Recruitment.
It's a lot of gold that we're getting out of this.
Almost anything.
Ready for duty. Let me
Okay, let's use the engineers again to capture more territory here again. And another thing is, we have the gold now, right? Kind of like. I would also like to start getting that gold mine in. So let's also take the refreshments and get them over then. Together with... Do we have engineers in the area? No, we don't. Alright, there is engineer. I think most of them are here then, yeah.
I love hard work.
Also going to get the engineer over, because then we can start with the gold mine. There it is, right. Somewhere here. Still need also a road to this area then. And the coal is coming in. Perfect.
This isn't heavy at all.
A lot of gold that we should be earning from this. For cheap coal that we get endlessly, by the way. Meanwhile, we have the territory for the gold. Let's build 2 gold mines here. And then we can actually make a road connection. And this road continues then all the way over here.
Complete.
To the warehouse. Should also not be too far away. And we can actually say to my engineers, please build this for us. I don't care about this stat land there, right? There's nothing here.
You need protection.
There's my troops. Let's actually move them down. all the way here. Take care of the engineer. And also some seers again. Very good. Actually, let's get more seers. More damage to buildings is something I should really focus. And I should also build more residences. So I'm going ahead with... yeah, we can probably make a full block here. There you go. Then make a connection here with this. Yeah, I like this. Let's have another bridge here then as well. And this area probably for another bigger building then at some point. We can prepare. By the way, yeah, he's also built this exact same thing here, right? So nothing I can do about that right now. The only thing we might try is to get the alchemists in, because they have a long range attack on buildings. He was not able to expand past the gate here though, right? So this is all pretty harmless for us. The other side is way more dangerous because there he actually expands outside. And this is what we need to be careful of here. We could try and dominate the center. He's trying to get over there from time to time. And I also have more refreshments from the north then. The trade is finished as far as I can see. Ah, almost. Oh, is that a hostile building?
Ready. Order received.
Down it is. Alright, let's actually get over there. By having the center, of course, we can quickly move the troops around over here to destroy everything here.
Ready.
Just want to also say how powerful the enemy troops are. Like, we're fighting against one of them for ages. Something I probably did not see at this point. Are we having item boost somewhere? Because 10 archers take a long time to kill one guardian of him. There's an engineer. And let's actually get to the other side here now. The trade, by the way, has also been concluded. Is there a new ship coming in? Yes, there's already a new ship. So we could use this to now purchase stuff. We could also try to get cheaper things. What is very cheap, for example, we can get in high quantities. Water, for example, would be something. The gems are worth quite a bit. Ah, we have lots of stone and we have an endless supply of stone. This would be also fine. What could I purchase? Now, the potions, that's actually something that gives me those long-ranged attackers. We also get berries. The meat is nice for boosting. And shields? Ah, they're actually quite valuable. This is something I could get. Gears. With gears, because gears actually requires something that I don't have. And it's the fine smith, and that's gold so far, right? I mean, we start the gold production. There it is. So actually we have the gold production up and running.
Stop asking me for directions.
No gold in yet. There's the first gold.
Delivery coming through.
There's the first gold already coming in. So we can actually build the fine smith ourselves now. Right, so this is also a new building. And this uses coal, gold and iron ingots to produce gears. And with gears we can actually make new type of troops then as well. So let's go ahead and make this one also work for us. Probably... this is dangerous territory. Let's actually have it out here a bit further, right? So in this area. So there is still a nice delivery to this. And it's still outside of my village there a bit. By the way, that is also coming along with that block. Alright, and with that we should have then the workshop able. This combines the gears with other goods to craft consumable gadgets that we can use. So this is also something I'm probably going to need somewhere here. Let's also build this just here at the outskirts of my village, really close to my industry zone, right? So artisan buildings on the way to the industry zone then. And that's the finesmith would be, yep, this one, the berry press. Could purchase berries, I guess, and make potions out of that. I mean, is it a ratio of 1 to 1? I can't see that, unfortunately. Might be, because then this is profitable. Even if it's 2 to 1, it's profitable. Yeah, for making some bank here. Could get lots of berries in. There's no berries on the island anywhere, which is a shame. No, let's sell more things, right? We have lots of stone here. Let's sell some 30 stone for the 500. You can only do one trade with one harbor at the same time.
This is my easiest job today.
Okay, I've also got a second army now, so army number 2 is going for this area. Army number 1 stays over here, has already cleared, and moves now further down here to destroy that warehouse there once more. And let him have this one. So we definitely have the majority of troops right now. He's so stronger for each troop that, well, soldier that he's got. So I still need to find a way. Perhaps it's the gadgets that we can use then.
Any clouds ahead?
Very good. Let's just take care of these engineers here. Also get this one in. Well, let's just hope that he actually leaves the gold alone. And there's also now the finesmith. A fine building that is.
I love these deliveries.
Quite the traffic jam here.
I'm already en route.
There it is. Now we're producing gears out of gold,
These goods
coal
are
and iron ingot. So that's actually quite a lot of input here, right? That this guy needs. And then we also have the workshop now working for us there. One more lumber it needs. Very good. This one's going down very quickly this time around, thanks to having so many seers. I will need way more troops though for those decoys.
We're prepared. Standing by. Of
Yeah,
course.
here we are going to stay put. So I'm going to put them on hold
Is under
for this
attack.
area, right? So they should not advance themselves like these guys here. I did not order them to.
For her.
And they're just moving forward without anything. There's no passive mode, unfortunately. It's the hold mode, right? But then they're not doing anything anymore, so you need to micromanagement this a bit. By the way, we have lots of arrows there again. Let's get us a whole row of archers along again. And we should also have lots of gems. Perfect. 4 more seers for my damage. The residences are there. Very good. But we are at the limit already again, so I'm going to build me a few more houses there. They're staying put. Perfect. Protecting my gold there as well. There's already the resources coming in now.
This isn't heavy at all.
And then we have it here. This is the workshop, and this now we can actually choose for
Fine bow.
the boom drill, the mechanized training dummies, the smoke screen, and the emergency alarm. So the mechanized training dummy finishes trainings recruitment buildings instantly. Oh, that's something like that. Okay. And you can get this out. We also got the conceals. We can hide units. We got the summons 18 militia at a warehouse, but they disappear after 5 minutes. This is actually not bad. You know why? Because with that we can actually use free troops for the decoys, right? While the other troops are moving forward to the towers. This might be very nice. So the emergency alarm I'm actually going to get first. Once we have the gear, of course, running. Let's just get a few ritualists in.
Where shall I go?
Moving out.
Also, the next stone.
Enemy in sight.
And with that, we're finishing yet another trade. Oh, he also needs to,
This way.
I guess, get to the warehouse there.
Pick up again.
Ah, and I guess he's got them all in one crate now. Yeah, it takes his time. He's now getting the crate back home again. But now we have finished that trade and got the money, hopefully,
Enemy
right?
in sight.
Way more reinforcements again, also more warriors we need. And then I'm probably going to try another push in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. The Settlers. Stay tuned.
Recruitment complete. complete.
Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to the Settlers. How very good of you to join, and welcome back to our small town here that we have. Some buildings without a road, like this one here, but of course we can also quickly fix this one either by this. Yeah, I think I'm going with this option here, because this gives me actually the ability to also add some more gardens and stuff like that. So here by the beach, having a nice garden area as well should do wonders to the mood of my settlers. Another thing is this big slot here that I would like to use now, and that is with a coachmaker. This one recruits donkeys for us. They're essential for any kind of bigger transportation that we have, and we should be able to just cozily squeeze it in somewhere here. Perfect. There you go, like that. And once again, we could then have some ornaments left and right. That's a rather big one. A gazebo. We have the wolf pack as well. It also doesn't really fit here, right? Lots of parks. This is what I would like a bit more. There you go. A smaller tree here and a smaller tree here. We also have then those very beautiful trees that we can also have to beautify that settlement here a bit further in any kind of available slot that we have, more or less. Alright, this construction is going to take a while anyway. Right here. City-wise, we are actually pretty fine. I don't think we need to build more residences at the moment. Of course, we can do this to prepare for future expansions that we have. And I could then just have a whole row here of additional buildings, of course. No props.
Enemy in sight.
Alright, enemies in sight. That's just the engineers that we have down there, so really not a big problem, right? They're just, I don't know, claim empty territory that I don't really care about. So yeah, that's that. Alright, another thing I would like to do is where I have a bit of space. This is my lumber area, right? So here we are regrowing trees and chop them down. So probably over here, I would like to go ahead and build me my farm area. For this, actually, we do need a few more engineers. And I'm probably going ahead and get me those 2 engineers that are going to claim this territory there as well. There is a few troops. I mean, we are gathering a massive force over here right now. But I can still go ahead and just kill them, right? They're a bit annoying there. And this is my farming area after all. It's a huge pile of green land that I can use for some proper bread production. That is what I would like to have here. There it is, the coachmaker. So in all its glory, we have it. Finishing this area, and then we could probably also have a few more residences just here, right, to make this area complete, more or less. A gazebo would actually fit in nicely over there, but I don't know, we'll just see. By the way, there's also the option of getting stone roads in. We do have a lot of stone available, right? So with that, we can speed up any kind of transportation that goes through. It just looks very nice also in the city, right? So where we can have this. Going to also keep my engineers busy for a while, and then of course over here where we have the major transportation routes, right? And what I like is that the stone is actually getting deducted right away, so I know how much I still need to plan ahead here to get this going. Perfect. That's a lot of upgrades there. All right, there's my forces. I think we have slaughtered them. Yep, because there's no more engineers anywhere in sight.
Enemy in sight.
And my engineers will do the rest here, right? Yeah, that's those 2, claiming that territory, basically for all of us. These 2 logging camps here, or this industry here, we don't need anymore, so I'm actually going to get rid of it. I'm not intending to actually plant trees here or anything like that. What we can start with now is then the farming. So for this, we need a farm, right? That we should have a bit further outside, of course.
Reporting in. We're rolling.
Actually, stick to this area here and defend it. So that we have the farm then. And this one then on top of that needs a windmill, right? Where we can get that wheat out for the flour. And we can also get a ranch out here that produces then donkey or meat. And that is actually really nice as well, right? So we definitely want to have a bit of space here then also for a nice ranch. Yeah, somewhere over here probably, where we are using all that space. They will need water, so I should have a well close by, somewhere here. And then we can actually go ahead and have us 1 windmill at least for now. That starts then with the flour production right here. And then probably also, yeah, why not, a wolf's pack ornament here. showing that here starts the animal kingdom, I guess. Wait a second, you claim here and you claim here. And also what we still need then for this whole mess is a bakery. This uses then the flour and water to produce bread. That's then the final piece. And I might actually have the bakery probably on the other side of the road, because here we are going to need a bit of space for the farming, right? Yeah, let's claim this area here first.
I love hard work.
Meanwhile, of course, we don't need to be idle with the military production. We do have lots of axes, way too many axes actually. And for the archers, and I would really like to go ahead. We also purchased some of those pressed berries. With that I can get the mystic out, and that's short range, the Jorn unit, adapt to destroying buildings, and this is the long range one. Actually, I think the seer is better, right? But let's just go ahead with 5 mystics and then some more seers with the gems that we have, right? At destroying buildings at least.
We're prepared.
Yeah, this area has been cut off again as well. I think, I mean, we have 39 tools. Let's actually also recruit more engineers again.
Enemy in sight.
And get us also a few more
Love hard work.
claiming here. Yeah, look at that. We're already in this area again.
These goods are well crafted.
Enemy in sight.
How's the stone roads coming along? Fantastic. Right here,
I feel strong now.
all the city development that we need.
I love
And out here, yeah, those constructions are going to take a while. I don't have a lot of engineers over there, so we might actually just get those as well. Build me everything that I need. Taking a bit of time. Perfect. Also, this area is claimed again, so we can now build the bakery here then as well. Just along this main road that we have. Really seem to be lacking a lot of engineers. There's another one still claiming the territory, so I don't need this one here. They're building already. They're building the newly recruited engineers, and there's no engineers on the other side at all, so this should all be fine. And finally, there's then also the farm coming along. Still have 60 idle carriers right now, so that's a lot. A lot of workforce that we can still use here.
Where can I help?
There's the farm. A bit of water is now needed, and then we're going to have some farming here. Of course, the well needs to be finished ASAP as well. And the roads. Without roads, nothing here is going to work. But now the army of engineers is coming in. Also for those 2 mines, still not working again. And by the way, do I have gold to sell? I got 30 gold to sell actually. Could do this. That would be 20. I could also go with the mint that we can have at some point, but since we have so much construction right now, I'm going to wait on that. More donkeys we don't actually need right now. I would like to go for some meat, but then the farm needs to work first. Also the windmill. And the well that has been finished already. Beautiful buildings there, really. And then the bakery finished as well. All the construction has been finished in this area now. So get to work, please. There's already the water now. And there's also the farming now starting. So I would like to have a second farm right away here, because we're going to need it for the donkeys and for the bread, of course. This also gives me a bit of room here again for something smaller over here. And since the gold is working again, we could also have a look at the mint that we can use to process all of that finally into money, into gold coins that we can also use for trading and stuff like that. So let's have our mint over here somewhere, just beside the bakery.
go to the training ground someday.
And the first harvest is also coming out. What a lovely working area. Workplace. I didn't even realize also the well needs a workforce. So there's one person dedicated to getting the water out. And with that, both of these farms are now working and harvesting, right? So that the animal farm and the bakery is then working. Nice. Oh yeah, there's once again... I should probably also build me a tower somewhere over here to protect my territory. And with that, still need a bit of workforce there that we can have. So we already built those two there.
Delivery coming through.
Just build those 4 residences on top of everything. There you go. And of course, with all of this, we also have to destroy our opponent at some point now, and that's what we're doing. So I'm going to move the combined forces that we have now over here, right? But in that case here, of course, we want to trigger that special ability there as always. So I'm just going to sacrifice me 1 warrior, right? Because these towers, they don't care if it's 1 person or 100, right? So he's going to trigger the special attack now. I'm going to wait for this to be over, and then we actually can run in here in full force. And let's actually destroy it. Whatever this one is, I've really no idea. Alright. Still going.
Anything else?
And it seems like that we are under attack already. So let's go in. Full force. With also very important my seers in the back. And of course my meat grinder is just over there in the front. And they should be able to take care of these decoys here really quickly. Hopefully. We'll just see. It's a lot of seers. There you go. Decoy down. Now we can take care of that tower, hopefully. Yeah, that's going down really quickly. Perfect. Thanks to all of these seers. The decoys just have a lot of hit points, right? That's their primary advantage there. And both of these towers are down. I think there's no enemy forces. Doesn't look like it, so there's just going to be a mass destruction here now, I guess. Taking care of everything. Let's actually move closer in. And there's a tower over there. I should be careful, of course, of these towers, but the AI doesn't really seem to be doing anything. I have no idea what this is, a special building of them. That also goes down.
Ready for duty.
And of course, the main goal is to, I think, take care of all the warehouses the enemy has. So there is one. And perhaps we need to take care of another one. And I'm going to be careful not to get too close to any decoy there, because obviously they actually hurt quite a bit.
On patrol.
Excuse me.
The huge thunderstorm coming down on the enemy. There's more. I don't know why you keep running off. There's nothing over there. There's the warehouse. Let's take care of this. Oh, and they all seem to be in panic right now. The full workforce over there. So the AI really hasn't done that much. And with that, we have won the game.
Victory
And
is
concluded a
ours.
hardcore map. One of the updated ones that we had so far. Yeah, it was fun at some points, right? And I hope you enjoyed this little let's play of the Settlers New Allies. If you're interested in this game, you can try it out yourself, of course. And we continue onwards with other games and other adventures. Stay tuned.